It's a good win anytime you beat an in-state rival. When you're in a home game, it's good to get through it. I didn't think we played particularly well. I told the guys afterwards that I think they played a little bit like how I felt. Hadn't felt the best the last couple days, but they picked me up, and to win one going away like that doesn't happen very often in this league. So we're certainly happy with it. Know we have to be a lot better. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well. Had some turnovers. We guarded throughout the game for the most part, other than giving up some second shots. So we did do good things. I just didn't think we had the juice that we've had in the previous four conference games.
Questions, please.
I guess making up for that is that you had some balance in terms of who scored. Kobe Barnes had his best game in the Valley by far. And, it wasn't great for everybody all the time, but you were able to get contributions from enough guys to not really hurt you.
Yeah, Christian Williams in particular has been really good coming off the bench, and like I've said before, he and Bronson are starters to me, so they're really not coming off the bench. But we need those guys coming off, and whether it's Cam or Kobe and De'Avion Washington, I mean, it's all those guys. It's you have to earn the time, the minutes in games. You have to do something with it. Outside of it, I've been in that position. I know it's not easy coming in off the bench and having to fight for every last minute that you can get, but that's is part of being a team. You got to stay ready. You got to keep working and be ready for when your number's called. And I like it when we're balanced. I don't like it when your better players don't shoot as well as they usually do. So I'm not worried about them and how they're going to keep working. But if we can stay pretty balanced, it's going to help us.
You mentioned Christian Williams, and I thought his defensive influence was huge. Especially he comes in early, at that when Evansville was feeling good, and it stopped cold right when he came into the game. And he's been like that the last few games.
Yeah.
Can you kind of elaborate on his defensive?
He's 6'7", long-armed, athletic. He can guard 1 through 4 easily, and he can be one of the best if healthy. For the rest of the year, he'll be one of the better defensive players in the league. That's just the hard part with him. Your hips get bumped a lot, so he has to deal with that sometime. And again, he and Bronson can't practice all the time, and I think we're adjusting and helping with how much work that they get in practice and the outside of the game stuff. But he's shown what he can do defensively for sure, and he's a very good offensive player at 6'7", true point guard type skills. And I thought he was a really good spurt for us on offense as well.
I'm probably not going to word this correctly, but is it a sign of growth in this team that you don't have to come in here and pump up things that may have been not as influential as some of the things you didn't do? There were things you didn't do, but yet you still won the game by 23 points. I mean, is that a sign of growth that the expectation of what this team is capable of is higher than it was maybe a month ago?
I mean, that's kind of how I sound right now. I'm a little disappointed with how we played, even though you won by 23 against a conference team. You don't get those games very often, but we'll certainly take it. I think you get the guys understand that. They know that they didn't play particularly well individually or collectively, and we know we have to be a little better. And the talent level is pretty good in that locker room, so I think they have high expectations, just like our fans and our coaching staff does. So we have to be much better, especially on Saturday, to be able to go on the road and win.
What does it do for Kobe's confidence to come out and be a part of the flow? Some of his points were scored off of second chances that he created himself. What does it mean to him to have a productive game?
Yeah, and the biggest thing with those guys is, as I've said before, is coming in and not being a liability defensively, have an impact on the game defensively, or with a rebound or with an effort play, taking a charge, diving on the floor. Kobe's skill level is really good. I think with the thing he continues to get accustomed to is the pace of the game, the quick twitch of the guys that he's guarding, the athleticism. That's different for him, but his talent level is good, his skill's good, his basketball IQ is good. So he's going to be just fine, but it's good for him to get in there and experience some success for sure.
Jake Laravia looked annoyed that he didn't get a field goal, but you look at it, he's got 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, a couple assists. How do you try to convince him that, or maybe you don't have to, but that even though he didn't score a bucket, he was productive?
Yeah, he did. I mean, 6 offensive rebounds and double-digit rebounds. That's really doing something. I thought played hard. He got on the floor a couple times there in the second half. I know he's frustrated with not scoring. I think he and some of our better players are leading scorers. You know, when they miss shots and don't score it, to miss easy ones, I think that frustrates them. That's part of being a competitor, but also you can't be that way. You got to go down and affect the game in other ways. And I thought Jake did on the offensive glass. Our other guys have to do it defensively, because no matter what, you have to be able to guard. You have to be able to defend. And if you're not playing, the ball's not going through for you, you better be doing something at the defensive end.